way bigger than Phil, so is it rolling? We gotta have a little bit of that.
A little bit.
So, welcome to GainZtv. Appreciate you guys tuning in today. I'm here with Pharma Phil. My name is Swolger Sterling. We're customer service representatives at bodybuilding.com, and we're gonna go over some protein today.
Well, we wanted to go over some of the top selling proteins on bodybuilding.com's website. So we kind of want to talk about why is it these are the top selling proteins. Maybe discuss the key ingredients in the proteins and maybe key ingredients to look out for.
This video is going to really just help explain to you guys, it's going to give you just a basis of what to look for, what protein could be best for you and your goals, and we're kind of just going to go over each of those.
Yeah, and we kind of have a different variety of proteins to kind of go over. We have our pure isolates, which are more on the higher end scale for price, kind of like the middle of the road where you have an isolate, concentrate, blend. And then we have a blended protein where it's going to be whey proteins mixed with casein, milk, egg. And we'll kind of go over the differences of those a little bit too, and just give you guys a good idea as to why they are the top sellers. Right here, the gold standard. So this guy right here has been the #1 selling supplement on bodybuilding.com for, I don't know, since it started.
Supplement, not just protein.
Supplement. Why it's so popular, I think why it's such a good protein to be taking, is that it is a whey protein isolate first, a concentrate second. So you look at the ingredients, you have your whey protein isolates, your concentrates, and your whey protein peptides. Yeah. And that's really important to look out for. Anytime you see a protein out there that says concentrate first as the first ingredient, it's going to be high in a lot of lactose and fat. That's what concentrate molecules are. They're larger, mixed with lactose and fat.
Right. And usually it won't tell you how much, percentage of which is concentrate and which is isolate.
And that's the same, so that is, the first ingredient is isolate, and now isolate molecules are smaller, more refined than the concentrate. So they have removed the lactose and the fats. So that's why it's important to take that, because you don't get the added calories. Right. Your body can absorb isolates faster, more efficiently.
Yeah. I kind of like to think of it like car fuel. You go to the gas station, you've got your regular unleaded, you got your premium, and you got your ultimate or whatever it is. There's the three. Isolate's going to be the most pure. It's going to be better for you because it doesn't have that added,
Yeah, it's going to fuel that Ferrari.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
Or in my case,
we're all about
Acura.
Acura.
That's what I drive.
I'm more of a Hummer, I would say.
Okay. So with that being said,
your Acura.
Now the gold standard, one of the nice aspects of the gold standard is it has a lot of flavor choices. So you have a wide variety of flavors to choose from. I think that really helps with popularity. We really like to tell people when we talk to them on the phones, emails, is that these are only supplements to your diet. So don't rely on these to be your main source of protein. So it's good to take something that you actually enjoy. It's like a kind of like satisfy your sweet tooth, but give you some good benefits to it. So that's gold standard. That's why it's kind of been the king. It's got the most flavor choices. It's been around probably one of the longest. Oh, yeah. And they just do a great job with their high quality proteins. The next actually is growing fast is the Cellucor. Cellucor Core Performance Whey has been steadily rising. It's been the #2 on our site now for quite a while. Yeah,
it's been creeping behind Optimizer's gold standard for quite some time.
Yeah, and I think the reason for that is it really mirrors the gold standard's ingredients list. It's got the isolates first, concentrates second. Very important. Also, one thing that's nice about these two products is that they're pretty inexpensive for the quality of the protein they provide. We're looking at about 5 pounds for around 58 bucks. 4 pounds of this, we're running about 50 bucks. So that's pretty good. It has a lot more flavor choices nowadays. For serving, this is actually cheaper than Cellucor. Yeah. But not by much. Just kind of go off your preference on that.
The protein content, I believe, is the same, right?
Yeah, it pretty much everything. You're talking about calories, fats, cholesterol, you name it. They pretty much mirror each other exactly. So the next up on the list, I would say, would probably be our Synthesis 6. That's been one of the most popular blended proteins on the site. Oh yeah. For quite a while.
In my opinion, like between the taste ratings between all of them, Synthesis 6 tastes awesome. Like it's pretty darn delicious.
It's really good. Cookies and cream.
But there's a reason for that. Yep. So just be wary. I mean, if you compare the carbohydrates, the gold standard and the Cellucor Core Performance, this has got what, 14 grams carbohydrates and 2 grams sugar. Definitely that's where the flavor comes from. So.
Well, yeah, exactly. Carbohydrates exactly equates to flavor, but the reason for this is because it is a blended protein. Why this might be beneficial for somebody is that this is a great one-time everyday use protein where you can get your casein, which is your slow digestive protein in it, which I think is great if you don't take a casein, which you should be. If you don't take a casein though, this might be a good option for you. You kind of get them both in there. So you have your fast release for directly post, but then you actually get that slow release throughout the day that kind of feeds your muscle mass.
Yeah, if you're on a tight budget and you can't get the casein in both the way, you know, this may be a good option for you.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't mind those extra little bit of carbs and you want something that tastes just amazing.
Definitely, and I think 5 pounds of this runs around $49.99, so around $50. So it's actually a good deal. And the next on the list is going to be our Demonetized ISO 100. This is our highest selling pure isolate protein on the site.
It's a good one.
And the reason for that is that is when you have a pure isolate protein, this is perfect for somebody who's just looking to cut down, not getting anything extra from a protein. Maybe they're cutting for a show. They want to get the most absorption out of their protein as possible, which is perfect for the ISO 100. Now 5 pounds will cost you around $68, give or take.
Yeah, I think $67.99.
Yeah. So it's I think it's definitely worth the money though. Personally, I'm a huge advocate for you get what you pay for.
Oh yeah.
Protein is single-handedly the best supplement you can take, and that's the thing. When you're going to find out when you take, say, a pure isolate protein versus something that's kind of have a concentrate and isolate mix versus a blend, this is going to mix really fast, really easy because of how refined and pure the molecules are. They're very small, so they just absorb very quickly. You don't have to really shake this thing up too much. Over here to the Synthesis 6 is going to be real creamy. That's going to be the casein in it, so it's going to be that real kind of like creamy, thick texture, but still very good. And they've made some great flavors.
Oh yeah. For the fact that it doesn't have any sugar or carbs, or 1 gram carb, excuse me.
Yeah,
correct.
These are all sweetened with sucralose basically, and I think AKG, but mostly sucralose, which is an artificial, so that's how you can kind of get away from the sugar aspect of it. But it is artificially flavored.
People, if they're you know trying to stay lean or lose fat, you know, and they can afford it, ISO 100. You know what I mean? It's been a staple for some time, and it just works.
Well, I think one thing too is important for a lot of people that are cutting. Protein actually helps your body get to a more thermogenic state, and that's really due to the fact that it costs your body twice the amount of energy to burn a protein molecule than it does to like break down a carb or a fat. So when you consume more protein, it actually helps you lose weight. My favorite protein that I'm taking right now is actually the Now Whey Protein Isolate. Not that that's, I would say, any superior to these. It just doesn't have any sucralose in it. It's all natural.
Yeah, Now Sports in general, like all their products, you know, they kind of just try to keep everything as minimal ingredients as possible, which is it's nice. You know, the taste, there's a little bit of taste sacrifice there, I think, in my opinion.
It's stevia sweetened, so it still has, it's not like bitter or anything. It's sweet.
Oh yeah, it's a container, right?
5 pound container, this runs about $64. So,
64.
But it is more servings per scoop than, say, the Demonetized ISO 100 or the rest of them. So price per serving is actually really inexpensive. And all of these have around the 24 to 25 grams of protein. If you get 30 grams of protein out of a pure isolated protein, that's not pure isolated.
But that's another video.
A whole nother video.
That's when we dive into the myths and rumors and
debunk the myths.
Mythbusters on GainZtv with Derek.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, Derek? Woo! Studio audience. We need to get a little clap.
You don't look like Ellen DeGeneres, Derek. Everyone thinks Derek looks like Ellen DeGeneres now, and he's a big old muscular dude.
Kind of does, dude. We could.
Kind of does now. All right. So all in all, these are all great supplements. These are obviously some of the best-selling proteins on the market. Now, hopefully, you guys can understand why they are. Definitely, when you're looking at protein powder, look at getting something that's going to really help you out. I mean, that's the whole point of a protein. You wouldn't be taking it if it didn't really actually help you. So don't buy something because it's cheap. You're like, oh man, this is great. It's really, you're going to be, like I said, getting what you pay for. So, well, like we covered last week in our essential supplement stack video, you know, it's good to go smaller and higher quality than just go drastic and just get everything you can find out there and spend it on, you know, low quality items. So
you want to be educated about what you're putting in your body, essentially.
And of course, like we said before, I mean, it's all through diet. 99% is going to be diet. So just get this and help you get that extra little boost, and you'll be doing just fine. Well, hopefully this was very informative for you guys out there. We appreciate you tuning in, of course. Stay tuned next week when we go over the top selling pre-workouts.
Pre-workouts.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one.
So tune in, what, Thursday?
Every Thursday we post new videos.
Every Thursday. New video from GainZtv. So
and
stay tuned.
Again, we really appreciate you guys watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. You'll be putting out these videos,
Yeah.
hopefully change some lives. And definitely check out the bodybuilding.com website. You can find out all about these products and more. There's so many more proteins out there that are just great products that we couldn't cover in this video, but this definitely is not the definitive protein video. It's just a good example of what we have, what we offer. Yeah. And you guys can always call in, chat with somebody live.
We'll catch you guys later.
Thanks for watching GainZtv.
Ask for Dynamic Derek when you call in.
Cut.